First jumper is going to be Harry Army of Pembroke. Comes in with a season best of 19 feet 3 inches. So there's 12 gentlemen in this first flight. First and only flight, and 8 of them will make the finals. First jump there was a foul, slightly over the board. Next jumper up is going to be Wyatt Lord of Fall Mountain. Comes in with a season best of 19 feet 8 inches. Boys long jump in D2 is extremely competitive. 3 boys over 21 feet, another 5 guys over 20 feet. So it's pretty wide open. It's going to be an extremely important event for the team title. So we'll get, when we get to those boys that will matter, we'll keep you informed. Next jumper is Quincy McBride of Hanover. Coming in with a season best jump of 19 feet 8 3/4 inches. It's a foul. Looks like some of the guys are a little amped up for this. A few fouls out the gates here. It's going to be Devin Wade of Kingswood. Comes in with a 19 feet 11 1/4 inch jump at UNH as his best this year. He's over 2. A lot of these guys are probably not used to wearing spikes, which makes a big difference when you get on this runway up here at Dartmouth. They'll have to adjust their marks accordingly.
How many fouls do you get?
You can foul all 3 times if you, I mean, you're not going to make the finals that way, but it only takes 1 jump to win, though. So it's going to be LaBelle Brown of Oyster River. Comes in at a 20-foot mark. He's going to be a pretty key member of their team title hopes. If he could steal some points in the long jump, it would go a long way for them. We'll see how his board is. He fouled 2. So I don't think we have a mark yet. All fouls so far. This is Anders Larson from Cole Brown. He comes in with a season best of 20 feet 1 3/4 inches. And again, if he could steal some points in this long jump, that would be huge for Cole Brown. The team, and we finally have a good mark here over at the long jump. The teams in the title hope are Cole Brown, Portsmouth, Oyster River, and Wyndham that have the best chance to win. So of those teams, all 4 of them have a long jumper in this. So he's out the gates with a 20 feet 2 inches, so that's a season best for him. That's a big jump for Cole Brown right out the gates. He's the only one with a mark so far. Next jumper here is Seth Bayless of Merrimack Valley, and he's got a good jump. So right now, anyone who gets a mark is immediately going to be in position to make the finals. Oh, I'm sorry, that was J.J. Kennedy of Hollis Brookline. I misspoke there. This will be Curtis Shattuck of Wyndham. He comes in with a 20 feet 7 1/4 inches season best. That was done down in Boston, so he's at least used to wearing spikes. Looks like he was a little over on that. Yep. So now we have Seth Bayless of Merrimack Valley. He comes in with a season best of 20 feet 7.5 inches. Quite a bit behind the board on that, but that's going to give him a mark at least. It was 18 feet 3 for Bayless. Next 3 jumpers are all over 21 feet on the season. First guy up is Andrew Kelly of Portsmouth, and he's a pretty key member of Portsmouth's title hopes. He's gone 21 feet so far this season. I don't know if I've seen him lose the long jump this year. We've had a lot of meets with Portsmouth, and he's been winning everything. Looks like a good mark, and it looks like a pretty good jump too. I'm going to go on a limb and say this is going to be in the lead now.
20 feet 3.5.
Yeah, 20 feet 3.5, so that's a new leader. Next guy up is Dylan Foss of Pelham. He's really come on late in the season. He had his best jump 2 weeks ago at UNH, going 21 feet 2 inches. Looks like a good mark. Looks like a good jump too. And he's the new leader at 20 feet 6 inches. And now the 1 seed coming into this flight is Kevin Schonlabler, and he's from White Mountains. He's coming in with a seed of 21 feet 3.25 inches, and he did that up at the Dartmouth Relays, or at Dartmouth at some point. Schonlabler. Sorry if I butchered your name. A little behind the board right now. It's going to be a good mark though. Some of these athletes on their second jump are going to have to play it safe here if they already have a foul. Try to get a mark in.
20 feet 3.5.
Way behind the board, and he goes 20 feet 3.5. That's a pretty good sign for him. So we're back to the second jumps here, and the first guy up is Harry Army of Pembroke.
Harry, you are up.
Looks like he's over again, so he's going to be down to his last jump here.
It's going to be up. It's up there. That is on home.
So this is Wyatt Lord of Fall Mountain. Get a foul on his first jump. Looks like a good jump here. So it is going to be a mark. So that's 18 feet 1 inch there. And Quincy McBride of Hanover's next. He started off with a foul as well on his first jump. So he'll be looking to get a safe mark in here most likely. Looks like he might have fouled again. Yeah, he did. So he's going to be down to his last jump as well. Wade of Kingswood is up next. He fouled his first jump. See how these guys adjusted their marks. Oh, he had a good mark too. He's going to get a mark, but kind of bailed on it, so. He had good board on that one too. Maybe it was the wrong foot or something.
13 feet 8 inches. 13 feet 8 inches.
So that was only a jump of 13 feet 8. And here comes LaBelle Brown of Oyster River again. He had a good jump on his first one, but it was a foul. Oyster River would love to steal a couple points in this event. LaBelle Brown's the 8 seed, so he's not supposed to score, so any points he could steal in this event would be huge. It's a good mark. So he's going to get on the board. Looks like he went safe on that one. Waiting for the distance here. So it's 18 feet 6 3/4. Anders had a great leap on his first one. He's currently sitting in 4th place with a 20-foot 2-inch jump. Looks like he's a little over on that one. But he could go for broke on that one because he already got a good mark in. So we have J.J. Kennedy of Hollis Brookline up now. He had a 19.6 on his first attempt. Currently sitting in 5th place. Oh, it looks like a good jump. He's behind the board too. Threw some sand on the spectators sitting close to the long jump. $19.7.5, and he's way behind the board. He could, if he finds that board, look out. So next guy up is Curtis from Wyndham. He had a foul on his first jump. Long run up. Oh, just a foul. That was real close. So now we have Seth Bayless of Merrimack Valley. He had an 18.3 on his first attempt. Behind the board a little bit there. It's a good mark though.
It's gonna slice through somebody's arm.
I don't know. I don't think so. Wouldn't it be longer than
16.4 there.
Oh my god, the lasers go straight up my forehead. No, it might kill me. I know you can blow the balloon dry.
It's Kelly of Portsmouth. A little behind the board. He went 20 feet 3.5 on his first jump. Looks to be around the same, probably.
Is that legal?
20 feet, 3.5. 20 feet, 3.5.
I called that one. 20 feet, 3.5 again. So now we have Foss of Pelham up next. He's your current leader. He had 20-foot, 6-inch jump in the first round. He's gone 21 this year, and if he can hit this board, well, that was a good reach right there. He's gonna be right around his first one.
$20 feet, 11 3/4.
20 feet, 11 3/4. So he extends his lead. Extends his lead in the long jump. Looking for the individual title. Next guy up is Kevin from White Mountains, the 1 seed. He went 20 feet, 3.5 on his first jump. He is currently tied for second, depending on this jump. Brings a lot of speed down the runway. He's a little behind the board, but it's going to be a good mark. If he finds that board, look out. Goes 20 feet 4 inches, so he is in second place all by himself now. So now we're back to the first jumper again. The first guy up is Harry Army from Pembroke. He's looking for a mark here. He has fouled his first two, so he needs to get a fair mark here. And that's not going to happen here. So Harry went for it on all 3 of his jumps. He will not qualify for the 8-man final in the boys' long jump. Wyatt Lord of Fall Mountain's up next. He has a foul followed by an 18-1. It's a good mark. $17,500. 17,500. So he's got a best mark of 18-1. He'll have to see how these next few jumpers go to see if he can make the finals. This is Quincy McBride of Hanover. He's got a mark here. Probably going to need to go about 18.5 to make the final. $18,225. So that eliminates Wyatt from Fall Mountain. All right, there's Devin of Kingswood looking for a mark. I think it's going to take better than 18.6 to make the finals here. So 18,225. That's going to be his best jump. That's going to also eliminate McBride of Hanover. Here's one of the more interesting jumps of the early competition here. This is Cy from Oyster River. He has an 18.6 3/4. which is, I think, right on the edge of making the finals. So he's going to need a jump here. Looks like he slowed down his last couple steps. It's going to be a good mark, though. $18.1 1/4, so he's going to have to wait to see if he can make the finals with that 18.6 3/4. Take that back. It looks like he is going to make the finals, according to my math. So he's going to get himself 3 more jumps. Oh man, that was a big jump. It was a big jump by Anders of Co Brown, but it was a foul. But his 20 feet 2 inches is going to get him into the finals already, so he could kind of, he's playing with house money here. He could kind of go for broke, go for a big jump. So now we have JJ Kennedy of Hollis Brookline. His best jump is 19.7 1/2 so far. Ooh, he caught the board on that one. That looks to be a pretty big jump right there. Might be out towards 20. 19.11 1/4, so just under 20 feet. That's his best on the day so far, and he'll be in the finals as well. So this is Curtis of Wyndham. He's got 2 fouls, so they really need to get him through to the finals for the team race here. I'm going to guess he's probably going to play it a little safe here and back his mark up. It is a fair jump.
It's a pretty clean jump.
Yep. He doesn't need to go terribly far to make the finals, so. $18.11 will get him into the finals, so he bought himself 3 more jumps. That's also going to eliminate Wade. That eliminates Wade from the finals. Bayless right now is in the finals. This is Bayless of Merrimack Valley. $18.7 1/4, so he improves. So here come the 3 big guns here. Kelly's up first. He's gone 23 1/2, 20 feet 3 1/2 inches on both his jumps so far.
About to get very competitive.
Still behind the board. Waiting for the mark here. So that was 20 feet 1 inch. Here's your leader is Dylan Foss of Pelham. Here he comes. He's in at a 20 feet 11 3/4 so far. Oh, he had good board on that too. So his best mark's going to be that 20 foot 11 3/4 heading into the finals. Unless Kevin of White Mountain passes him with this last jump, he will be the leader going into the finals.
16 feet 7 1/4, 16 7 1/4. Final jumper.
Big swing.
So last jump before the finals here. This is Kevin of White Mountains. Not much drama in the boys' long jump so far. The top 8 seeds are all going to make the finals. Oh, great reach and extension on that one. It's a good jump from Kevin of White Mountains. And he takes the lead, 21 feet 1 inch. So he will be the leader going into the finals. He's got a lot more board left too.
It is going to be Sid, then Seth, then Paris, JJ, Anders, Andrew, Dylan, Kevin.
So we're going to be away from our conventional order now. Now they line them back up in order from least to furthest. So the jumper that had the shortest qualifying distance will be up first, headed towards the jumper that had the longest qualifying mark going last. And all their jumps from the previous round do count. So Kevin's 21 foot 1 inch jump from White Mountains is your leader. He's followed closely behind Foss of Pelham with a 20 foot 11 3/4. Andrew Kelly of Portsmouth in third with a 20 foot 3 1/2. Fourth is Anders of Co Brown, 20 feet 2 inches. Those would be huge points for Co Brown. So Cy from Oyster River is going to get us started here. Sneaks into the finals. And I've seen it happen before. You see a guy sneak into the finals and they have a monster jump in the finals and score some points for their team. Bringing more speed down the runway this time. It's a good mark. Looks like it's going to be his best jump so far. How much of an improvement, we'll see. And it is his best mark at 18.11, so that is an improvement of almost 5 inches. So next up is Seth Bayless of Merrimack Valley. It's a good mark. And that's an 18.1. So here's Curtis of Wyndham, who also snuck into the finals. After a couple fouls, he bombed an 18.11. Wyndham really needs him to score in this event. They need to score in as many events as possible. Try to get into the team race. Let's get another foul. I'll tell you what though, if you can put that jump together, it's going to be dangerous. Next up is JJ Kennedy of Hollis Brookline. Just under 20 feet, he's at 19.11 1/4 in the trials. Oh, he had great height on that.
Side jump, 5 feet 2 inches with 4 jumpers remaining. And finals are underway. The girls shot put and boys long jump in the top 8.
no idea how far that last jump was because every announcer was talking at the same time. Next up is Anders Larson of Co Brown.
Testing.
Looks like a fair jump. Not a lot of board left on that one.
Nineteen 7 3/4.
19 7 3/4. Oh, here comes Kelly. He's sitting in third still. He's got a nice string going. All three of his jumps over 20 feet. He's been behind the board. If he can hit the board, he can get out there with the leaders. Still a little bit behind the board. Looks like a really good jump though.
feet,
20 feet, 3/4 of an inch. So it's not better for him. Here comes Fossa Pelham. Fossa Pelham was leading this event until the very last jumper. So he's sitting at second with a 20-foot, 11 3/4. Only an inch and a quarter behind the leader. Oh, that's a good jump. Oh no, fouled it. That was a great jump too.